Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your weekly forecast for December 2nd through the 8th. We've got our December Christmas theme up here. We're going to use some Rudolph playing cards because I could not find a good Christmas deck that I liked. And we're going to use a money affirmation deck because I know around the holidays a lot of people get worried about finances. Or, even if you don't celebrate the holidays or it's not a holiday where you live in the world, people like to manifest abundance, so why not? So stick around for that. We'll see what affirmation comes up for Scorpio for this week for finances. All right, Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. What is happening for our Scorpio friends? Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. One more good little shuffle here. Alrighty. Monday, Tuesday for Scorpio. There's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Scorpio. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Scorpio. Alrighty, my darlings. So, first off, we have King of Diamonds. That's a happy card. We're starting off the week with this energy. So, King of Diamonds is going to be about abundance. It's going to be about opportunities. So, Scorpio, some of you might have something handed to you. Maybe some of you have been manifesting or working on manifesting abundance, and maybe you're having some extra hours thrown your way at work, but it feels to me that this is something more along the line of like a long-term offer, right? So if you are finding at work that you are being offered more time or more projects or asked to help with things, it would be more so along the lines of an intention of probably potentially moving you up, more so than a raise. This feels to me like a change in position, like a move up. You might have a job offer. Scorpio, for some of you, I feel like you may have applied to something like forever ago and you completely and totally forgot about it. Like, I feel like some of you are getting a phone call for like a job interview or even a job offer, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that was like a lifetime ago. Like you had completely, totally forgotten about it. So I do feel that for some of you, there's some kind of a surprise coming in, or, maybe you had gone for a job and they hired someone else and that person didn't work out. And they're like, hey, that one person was pretty cool. Let's see if we can get them back in here. So it could be something along those lines as well. But it does feel something is happening. If you have had some kind of an investment, I feel an investment is paying off for you. So say maybe like you've been working for a while and you've been having some kind of a side hustle, or you've been doing a little something extra for income. King of Pentacles or King of Diamonds would indicate that that's going to be something that is going to grow to something that could be your main income in the future. But something might be happening this week before then where you're like, oh wow, this is starting to pay off, or this is starting to go somewhere. So very positive energy in terms of manifesting, in terms of finances, in terms of the physical. I do feel also that for some of you, I'm not sure why, I feel some of you are being called into a meeting, but it doesn't feel to me like a workplace meeting. It feels to me like someone is wanting to discuss business with you. So there could be like an old employer that's reaching out and wanting to get together with you for coffee or lunch, and you're like, oh, what's going on? What do they want to talk to me about, right? And it's going to have to do with business. Or it could be someone is asking you to sit in and hear out some project or something they're wanting to bring you in on. But I do feel for some of you, there's some kind of like getting together for coffee or getting together for lunch, like somebody's asking to see you. And I do feel it's a masculine energy, okay? This doesn't mean that it can't be a woman that's reaching out to you, but regardless, I feel this is a masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so even if it's a female, she may be more on the, run more masculine energy. But I do feel that this masculine energy is wanting to get together with you. And they're not maybe telling you everything up front. They're like, let's just talk in person. Let's just get together in person. And like I said, it's like a coffee or a lunch type thing for talking business. And one more thing, and then we'll move on to the next card. I feel some of you might also have something happening where you are being very surprised that someone is paying you back. Like maybe you had lent money to somebody forever ago and you completely, totally gave up on seeing a penny of it. someone may be surprising you and reaching out and, saying, happy holidays. Remember that money I owed you? Things are going better for me now and I haven't forgotten. And so I do feel some of you are getting some kind of a loan repaid. Your Wednesday, Thursday card here, my darlings, you have Jack. Okay, you've got the Jack card here, a Joker card. Jack, I'm sorry, not Joker, the Jack. So this is coming up in the area of the clubs. So this is going to be like wands. This is going to be that fast moving fire energy. So there is a definitely that this completely, totally just like hit it home for me. Okay, I really feel there is an opportunity that's presented to you this week, Scorpio. It's going to be up to you whether or not you want to take it. But understand and know that you're not going to have a whole lot of time to think about it. It's kind of like it's now or never, you're in or you're out kind of thing. Like you're going to have to make your mind up pretty quickly. But I do feel there's some kind of an offer to collaborate, to work together. For some of you, it could be with old friends or just people that you're seeing more like as peers. One word of advice I want to give you, Scorpio, is I feel the person that you're going to be working with or dealing with, although they may be meaning well, they do feel a little bit impulsive to me, and they do feel like they could be kind of like all in, and then they might kind of start slacking. So you might find that even though this is a good opportunity, the only way it's going to work for you is if you can be assertive, and you're going to have to be on top of it. Like you're going to have to keep your eyes peeled. Definitely don't like completely and totally trust this other person to have it all together, even though they're calling you in. So it could be a good idea to have things in writing. It could be a really good idea to document what you're doing versus what they're doing, so that in the future you can say, hey, like this is my work, or this is what I've done. It doesn't mean that you can't go for it. I just feel this is somebody that might be just a little bit impulsive. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. But again, I really, really feel this is some creative project that could really expand and become something bigger. This is also a card to me that could indicate like wanting to go out and have fun and like meeting new people that are gonna kind of be a part of a new clique for you, like a new clique or a new crew, because it's an energy that I can kind of sometimes associate with like being a teenager, even though many of you who are watching, and I know in my demographic, YouTube tells me the age range of like people who are watching and stuff. I know most of you are adults, and I'm not like, catering to the teenage crowd. Although if you're a teenager and you're watching, you're more than welcome to, I guess. I don't know what the rules are. I don't know if you have to be 18 or over to watch tarot readings. You've got to be 18 or over to schedule one. I will say that. I do not do readings for if you're under 18, but you do have this energy of like this fun, this playfulness, this like crushes, like having a crush on somebody. Or I think, Scorpio, some of you are going to get your fire back in that way too. I think there might be some kind of like, crush energy or attraction or something that's coming up that can feel a little impulsive in that way for some of you. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my darlings, is 3 of Diamonds. So this is going to be like 3 of Pentacles. Again, this is some sort of a collaboration. I want to give you a heads up, Scorpio. This is very important. For some of you, as you're coming into this collaboration, because, this is telling us there's something that's being offered your way, whether this is new friends, I do feel somehow at some point, maybe you're not going into this in terms of like for business. You're like meeting new people. Maybe this Jack of Wands here, this Page of Wands here for you is more of an energy of like, like you're just having fun and being social. Because the King of Pentacles is here, King of Diamonds is here, 3 of Diamonds is here, this makes me feel it's going to end up going into something financial at some point. If it's the other way around, you're going into it as business, this makes me feel like there's potential for it to become a little bit of pleasure mixing in with the business. And so you need to be careful. You need to be cautious, and you need to keep in mind sometimes it's not a good idea to mix business with pleasure, right? So this is something I invite you all to really kind of think about it, because I feel like there's some life lesson here in mastering your career, mastering your abundance, and also balancing out and still having a social life, right? Still having a love life. So two things that need to be balanced here, I feel, is kind of like the theme of the week here for you, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and see what your money affirmation card is here. We'll move these guys out of the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See what is going on for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. And guys, I suggest also that you watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those may resonate with you more. You might like that affirmation more than this one. Whatever it might be, sometimes they could be helpful. I don't focus too much on love in the weekly forecasts. So I do love readings separate. December love readings will be up soon. So your card here that you have coming up for your financial abundance here, your financial affirmation, is flow. Now, really what I suggest that you guys do is, before I flip it over and we look at the affirmation, really look at the images on the card. If you want to take a screenshot of it, if you want to pause it and really look at it, go ahead and see what's jumping out at you and what those messages mean to you, like what those pictures mean to you. Really take a moment to take this general reading and make it a little bit more personal for you as far as the messages that you're seeing. The pink is really jumping out at me. So for me, this is saying that for a lot of you, the secret to getting into your financial flow is having unconditional love for yourself. You might have some harsh judgments, and there might be some things where you're telling yourself why it can't happen for you. Like, oh, I don't have any skills, or, oh, you know, there's nothing special about me, or, oh, everybody wants it, everybody's trying, why would I be so lucky? Like, I just feel there may be some self-judgments that are blocking the flow, because for me, pink is like unconditional love, you know, loving yourself unconditionally. That kind of feeling for me as well. The seahorse to me makes me think of fathers, like father energy. So maybe for some of you, there's something that needs to be cleared out in that way. Maybe you've inherited some financial blocks from your father's side, and this affirmation maybe is going to help you break out of the financial block or financial difficulty you may have inherited from your father, or maybe you know, coming into like your paternal instincts or paternal qualities is going to be beneficial for you in some way, in, you know, fostering your gifts or your talents. So it's going to be different for different ones of you. So whatever's kind of jumping out at you, what it's saying to you, pay attention to that. Okay. The affirmation that we have here is, riches flow into my life in many ways from many directions. So this is the mindset that you're being encouraged to develop. It may not be so right now. You might be like, there's nothing flowing. I'm like out in the desert right now, right? Like that might be the current state of your situation. But you want to change that programming. You want to bring in this energy, manifest this belief. And so it's going to be very helpful to do the affirmations the first thing in the morning when you wake up, and the last thing at night when you go to bed. It's going to be really, really helpful to repeat them at those times. But you can also use this throughout the day as well if you want to take a screenshot of it, if you want to write it down. So again, riches flow into my life in many ways and from many directions. So this is helping you not to limit yourself. This is helping you keep an open mind about the different ways in which these blessings and these finances could be coming in for you. Again, I really recommend watching your moon sign and rising sign video. And guys, watch the channeled messages for December. A lot of you have asked me to do that. It is my voice speaking, but it's not me talking. I channeled the angels and I channeled spirit. So I feel like that's going to be really helpful for a lot of people moving forward. I'm debating on if I'll keep doing monthly love videos. I'm going to try to get the December love videos out in the next couple of days. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know if you guys find the love videos helpful, but you know, I may or may not continue those, but the channeled messages are up, so a link for those is in the description. Private readings are on hold because I need to get caught up and I need to finish the 2020 forecasts once the 2020 forecasts are done and I've tweaked the calendar and I've like redone it, and I relaunch it again, I will make an announcement. I'll let you all know when I'm doing private readings again. Especially, I know a lot of you are going to want to do the 2020 readings, right? Everybody wants to know going into the new year. I love doing those. Those are a lot of fun. So I will keep you posted. Scorpio, I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm wishing you a fabulous week, my darlings.